welcome into Hard Truth, everybody. We got Dayron, Down Under Dave, and of course the one and only Louie. Back to some original stuff. I did have a request, so I'm going to start that way. Darren, get prepared if you have any background on the band you sent me, because that will also be on here.
All right. But
first, we are going to start with a request from the one and only Casino Man, great friend of the show. He says, Rob, do me a favor. I have never given Muse a chance. And I heard some of their songs and shows, some of Pow's tribal drumming. I know you won't go back on your Muse hate, but can you give these two songs a listen and either give me a terrible or that was okay honest reaction? There are 3-piece also. So I see the appeal and inspiration to the girls. Yeah. Okay. So for those who are not in the know, I did Muse because of the Warning fans back on Victory Cast, because the Warning thinks these three dudes are like the second, third, and fourth coming of Christ. I was, let's just say, less than impressed, bored. But in the spirit of turning and spreading both cheeks, I will go ahead and
can I just say,
yes.
Before you go, Muse have been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And I will say, till about 10 or so years ago, I really did like them. I don't like a lot of their newer stuff. I think they've gone way too experimental.
Okay. Well, I just remember you saying that you liked them when I was ripping on them. So
depends what it is. Depends whether I like it.
Colby, you got something to share with the rest of the class?
Do you like Muse, Colby? Do you like Muse?
I haven't exposed her to that shit, so.
Hey. Whoa! Don't give away your take before you have a take to give.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever heard anything from them. So.
Oh, you're about to.
Oh, you would have.
What?
The band called.
I've
heard of them, but I've purposely stayed away from them. So.
Colby, Nerd says what? All right, here we go. Let's see what one we're gonna grab here. I have a couple. We'll space them out.
Matt Bellamy, the singer for Muse, was married to Kate Hudson for a while.
Is he in relation to the Bellamy brothers?
No.
No.
Ask him.
Did you just grab my butt?
Did you just grab my ass? I know your tricks, Dewey. One of the greatest movies, Night at the Roxbury.
All right, I have to share a story. You know, you're teaching your daughter right when you're driving her to school in the morning and she asks you if you smell popcorn.
That was me.
Do you smell popcorn, Dad?
What a great way to have someone take a big whiff. I love it. Okay, so here we go. To all seriousness, we've got Muse, a very
I got Muse for you.
3-piece band. Let's see if they impress me a little more than they did the last time. This is called Psycho, live from the Muse Drones World Tour. That must be talking about how he sings.
So this will be one of the ones off an album I didn't really care for.
Uno momento. I want to try to do something. Is that choppy to you guys?
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay. Let me shut down some of this unnecessary garbage running here.
Chop, chop. You can hear him saying, chop, 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 as his axe is swaying.
Thank you.
Chop, chop, chop. Do you know who that is? That was Sweet.
I don't know.
Sweet from about 1970.
What? Chop?
Chop, chop, it was cool.
Really? I must not have heard that one, or I don't remember it. All right, let's try this again, see if it's a little smoother. Okay, I don't know why this is so choppy. Our video's fine. I'm going to let Lou go.
Well, I closed my eyes so I wouldn't be distracted by the stilted motion of the picture. I think it's an okay song. It's got sort of a good hook, but the singing seems to be not matching up with the hook of the song. So I don't hate it and I don't love it. I'm kind of ambivalent at this point.
Down Under.
You're not allowed to use words like that on this podcast. I'm sorry. Half
What
our
word?
audience now is going to be looking up and going, "What the hell did that mean?"
What'd you say?
Ambivalent.
Oh, sexually?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the song. As I said, it's not off an album that I enjoy. They did, like I said, they did change their sound a lot through this period. The song itself is all right though. They are a really, really good live band. I have seen them live. Why are you looking at me like that for?
I'll get to it.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like you said, it sounds good. He's got a great voice and he's a great guitar player and a great keyboard player, but not top of my tree. So I'll give it it's pass, but it's not, like I said, it's not one of my favorite things of theirs.
How did you say so many lies and have a straight face through it? Go ahead, Darren.
How did I say a lie?
I liked it up until the point where he opened his mouth.
Thank you. How are you saying great voice?
He has got a great voice.
Now, I can't say that he has a crappy voice having only heard this song. And I'm not even going to say that it's crappy on this. It does. I almost agree with Lewis that it doesn't quite fit. It's not, there's nothing good about the vocal part, right? I'm not saying his voice is bad, but the vocal part to me, I don't know. I don't like it.
So the problem is, Darren, like I was saying, going through this era, they've started using a lot of effects on his voice. Now, I'm not going to say Anton DeLost has got anything to do with it, Rob, but he may have, okay? Because he is involved with this band these days.
But the
they
guitar
do use a lot of vocal effect.
The guitar work, the riff, the drum. I mean, I was digging it. I was like, yeah, this has promise. Until he started to sing, that's when the song went south. So,
yeah. To the great live band, please. I don't know. Explain what you mean by that, because this is the second time I've seen them now, and flies could fuck on each member without being disturbed. There is literally no charisma in this band.
I disagree, but
really,
hard
you
to tell.
think
That
they're running
video.
all over the stage and headbanging and jumping, and you're seeing that?
He does. I've watched him run all the way down the long countryway while playing the guitar, and
okay.
Like I said, it's going to be subjective to what you watch.
Why are we seeing two or three great big? I mean, is that their idea of a stage show? Big paper mache balls hanging from the ceiling?
It was something to do with the concept of the album. They don't normally do this round sort of thing either. They usually have a big stage with the big gantry going all the way down that he runs down to. I said, yeah.
Okay. Well, I will disagree. I think he's got an absolutely horrible voice from what I've heard so far. Once he started singing, in fact, I really couldn't make anything out. I couldn't make out what he was saying. I couldn't make out what was going on in the music. It just became one loud noise fest. Before he started singing, I kept waiting for someone to say, I woke up this morning and got myself a beer. Right? Completely fucking ripped the doors off for the entire intro of this fucking song. But, hey. Oh, by the way, Mission Souls, we do swear on this. We'll try to keep it down a notch on yours, but,
I haven't sworn yet, by the way.
Yeah, Dave's an ass kisser. All right, here we go. Okay, the drone tour says it all. That was grunge personified, vocally interrupted by loudspeaker singing, which I absolutely hate. And the audience pretty much says it all, right? Pimply faced little 16-year-old dudes thinking they're cool. Yeah, if the youth likes it, it probably sucks. My opinion has not changed. Go ahead, Darren.
Yeah, I didn't care for the military man screaming over the loudspeaker. And then Psycho Killer, wasn't that stolen from the Talking Heads?
Yes.
So, look, I would give this a very middle of the road score. 4 or 5 out of 10. I mean, if I was
Generosity is Darren's middle name.
I'd liked the groove. Yeah, the riff may be taken a little bit from the Doors. That would be for the courts to decide if there was any ripping off there. That part I liked. Again, I'm not going to judge his voice on one song. I didn't care for the lyrics at all in this.
You did? Did you hear grunge? That's all I heard from the lead singer.
Yeah. If Dave says that this is where he was starting to experiment, I know that he said with effects and stuff like that. I can definitely hear that there's a lot of effects on there. Again, maybe listening to something earlier, but from the people that I know who talked about the band Muse, I knew I wouldn't like it because most of the people that would talk about this band as somebody that they liked, I thought had shitty taste in music. So that's why I purposely stayed away from this band. But
I tried, but I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah, no, I would listen to more for something like this.
Because you'll probably hear one more.
All right. But we'll see what else they have to offer, but hopefully it's better than this.
All right, Dave.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Did your mind about the song? Did you decide you like it now?
No, like I said, I haven't liked anything.
So what changed with them that you said they changed to a different style?
They've just got a lot more experimental in their music and a lot more effects. And
I'll tell you this, now that you mentioned it, I can definitely say Andrew DeLoss hands all over this.
Listen to keep me fed in mind.
Yeah.
And then listen to this stuff. And you can tell there's stuff before this, like up to about 2010, like the first 15 years of this band was incredible.
Okay, so then I may owe an apology to some of the Warning Army, because for those who say they wanted this sound, since they worship these guys, if this was before the Warning went batshit crazy with effects, maybe they said, "Hey, Andrew, we want to sound like Muse."
Well, I was going to say, because if you look at the Warning, 2010, I suppose, from that point on is when Muse changed their sound a fair bit. So one of my mates is a really big Muse fan, but we're both the same. We like early Muse. We're not into the...
So this definitely could have inspired Keep Me Fed.
Yeah, definitely. I could hear, when I heard Keep Me Fed, I could hear the similarities to what the Muse do now.
Okay, well, Allie, Danny, Pow, pull the heads out of the anuses, polish them up real nice, find yourself a Kiss or AC/DC record, and get back to business. Okay.
Listen to Muse, just go back further. When it was just more rock.
Okay, Lou.
I have no problem with the sound of the guy's voice. My problem is the melodic structure of the vocals he chose to use for the song. That's where the song cannot blossom as well as it could have. That's the problem. His voice is fine. It's just the melody he chooses to sing with that music doesn't match. And therefore, I still feel the same about what I said before, that dirty 3-syllable word I said.
Yeah, well, it is messy, right? I mean, there is no direction to this song. And maybe, I don't know how good they are live, sound-wise. Maybe it sounds better on the album. I don't know. But like I said in my first take, once that first riff was over, it just went to chaos. And I really couldn't distinguish one part of the song from the other. It was just noise. And then you couple in that loudmouth loudspeaker shouting over everything, and it was just a mess. I don't know how anybody can get anything out of it.
My advice to Muse would be stick away from the concept stuff, because everything seems to be a concept album from them now. Stay away from the Anton DeLost sounding effects and fuzz and whatever, and just go back to being a 3-piece rock band.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're all great musicians. This is the second song. The first song I heard, I don't want to say it was a ballad because I really can't remember, but it was not up-tempo like this. And it bored me to tears. I'm thinking, if I'm sitting in the audience, I'm like, I'm leaving. What am I doing? I mean, I've seen more active waltz bands than they were during that ballad. And it just, you can't, for me, and maybe it's not right, but that's how I judge a band at a live concert. You better show me something.
And I'm no doubt, like, when you watch a band you don't know, someone gives you a bum steer on what to watch.
Yeah.
It can have a really bad effect on what you're going to think of them from then on in. So,
and that's why I
thought,
thought,
people, if you're going to give us something, give us their best.
Yes, and that's why I said, well, Casino Man, he's a cool dude. He's been with me a long time, so if he wants
So
me to do it, I'll do it.
He
And
picked
I'm
this
not
one
going
for you to do.
What's that?
He picked drones for you to do.
Yeah, he picked 2, and I got one more.
Shame on you, Casino Man, for picking that one.
Okay, do you guys want me to break this up with something else and come back to
Yeah,
music?
do something else. We
let's
could
break
I was
use
going to
another.
say, let's just get him over with. Why
There,
go
you're the
back to him
tiebreaker.
later?
Just get the Muse over with.
All right. Dave, hopefully this is one from their better times. I don't know. This one is called Liquid State live at Dallas. I don't know. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, help me out here, Dave. How does this man have a good voice? I mean, he's making
that's
Ace
different
Frehley.
guy.
That's not the lead singer.
bass player. This is different.
That's the bass player.
Okay, because this guy's making Ace Frehley sound like a world-class singer.
So once again, I don't know why he picked this song off this album.
This sounds like this has a Foo Fighters vibe to me.
I'll let you guys fight it out because I think you can
Yeah,
all
I'm
guess
just going
what
to
I feel
simply
about this one.
say, at first I thought it was the same guy, but then this is a balder type guy, receding hair. Plays bass pretty monstrous. The openings sound like a fast version of Enter Sandman. Fast, This guy, he applies a melody is appropriate for the song with his vocals, but unfortunately he's flat. And that's all I got to say.
Flat, that's a nice term. I was going to say tone deaf. Dave.
I don't know why I just disappeared then, but
I don't either.
I was just suddenly in the studio thinking, what happened? The Muse fans went, oh, fuck off, Dave. I thought you'd stick up for us.
So is
Like I
this
said,
early Muse or is this?
This is off a good album, but this is not
Okay.
a song I would have picked. So like I said, I don't understand his choices that he's given you here. But, if he likes them, that's fine. Yeah, it's okay. He hasn't got a great voice, but he's not the lead singer. He usually just does, decent backing vocals. But
I will just say I do not like this. I will be nice.
I could tell as soon as it started.
Yeah, holy cow.
But I do love the bass. The bass line in it is fantastic.
Yeah.
No, the intro was way too fucking long. It was another look at me, let me show off my bass skills. It's just annoying to me, but that's my own nitpick on how song structure goes. His voice, holy cow. I tell you what, Casino Man, God love you. If you like this guy's voice, you need to go check out the 10,000 Volts album from Ace Frehley. You will absolutely love it. It will blow your mind. Okay. Darren, give us a lead up on what you want us to cover. I got all 3 of them. We can do 1, 2, 3. I don't care. You pick the first one. You
Are
tell
we
us
going to
about the
finish the
band.
song?
No.
No,
We're not going to finish. Okay.
it was like 3/4 of the way done, and I can't see it changing.
It doesn't change.
All right.
Well, so I know very little about this band, but I'll give you why I sent it, right? So, well, first of all, I had heard the name of this band in online forums when I've gone searching for newer bands, right, that have that 80s.
Oh, you mean porn?
Yes, porn.
Okay.
Newer bands that have like that 80s metal sound, supposedly, right? So,
Right.
And I can't say that these guys do or don't because I only listened to enough of one video to see whether or not I thought it might be worth listening to. And once it did, I found 2 others, and that's the one I sent the suggestion. So the name of this band is called Kissin Dynamite.
That's dangerous.
Yes.
Kissin Dynamite. They are out of Germany. It says Berladingen or Munsingen, Germany. So no idea where those are at, but they are a German hard rock, heavy metal band that started in high school as a school band in 2007.
I believe Kissin Dynamite is the name of an AC/DC song.
It is. So the name was taken from an AC/DC song of the same name, Kissin Dynamite. So at the end of 2007, they started sending demos to various music labels that led them to a record contract with Capitol EMI in that same year. They released their debut album in 2008, and that's when they also started appearing in music festivals, which included the Bang Your Head Festival. They have the title track off of their Addicted to Metal, which was their second album. The title track Addicted to Metal features vocals by Udo Dirkschneider of UDO. And this band has also opened for Udo several times.
Udo's the main guy except for the first half of their career.
Correct. So that's what I know about. That's all I really know about this band, is that they're a heavy or hard rock band out of Germany. Like I said, so the other day when we had done one of our other shows, somebody had brought up a podcaster called the Hair Metal Guru. And so I've been following Anthony for a while, but I listened to one of his recent episodes and I was reading through the comments, and then somebody in the comments said that they had been listening to Kissin Dynamite and had been liking it, even though that had nothing to do with the podcast that he did. They didn't mention this band at all, but it was just in the comments. So that's what got me to thinking, well, maybe I should listen a little bit and send it as something that we might want to do on the Hard Truth.
Okay, you got a preference on one of those three songs?
Let's start with the only one I've listened to anything off of, and that's The Devil is a Woman.
That is so true.
You went robot there. What was the title?
The Devil is a Woman.
The
I
devil
believe
is a
that.
devil
Shut up,
is a
you're
woman.
anti-woman. Okay, here we go. Kissin Dynamite. I keep wanting to say Kissin Time, man. Kissin Dynamite.
Me too.
All right, here we go.
That's another band, though, isn't it? Kissin Time?
Kissin Time's the Kiss song.
Kiss song. That's
It's a Kiss cover on their first album from a different song, but yeah.
there. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Just a single touch is a touch too much. With that angel smile, my heaven comes down, yeah. While I fall for the charms, I'm dying in her arms, and her look turns cold, oh, she knocks me out, yeah. A moment of paradise set aflame. She cries out my name. Nothing like a lord of the underworld. Loving is so pretty, put me in the dirt. Under the devil is a woman. Whoa. Telling little lies with her icy spell, promising me heaven but they're going to hell. Under the devil is a woman. The devil is a woman.
Now we can utter the words, "That's a good fucking voice." Lou, are you going to nitpick this and tell me somehow you heard him singing, with a German accent, so it sucks?
Absolutely. No. No, there's no German accent. And even if there was, that wouldn't make it suck. Scorpions got by with a pretty good career with Klaus's German accent. His song's okay. I don't think it's really that great. It's like better than the other two songs for sure. But I hate to say this, but this is making my fucking Ron Wasserman stuff sound better all the time.
Oh my God.
That stuff
Did
is
you
so much
smoke the
better.
world's biggest doobie with Cheech and Chong before you came on air?
No.
Holy shit.
I actually listened to, those songs are fucking awesome. At least most of them or whatever, whatever. But that's how I feel so far. I'm waiting for the Tonight Show to bring me a song that'll knock my socks off. I'm not there yet.
You mean your compression socks, right?
No, I don't have those. Right now I got bare feet. I'm wearing sweatpants and bare feet.
What color undies?
Typical Fruity de Loomies. Hanes, I don't believe in sexy underwear.
All righty. For all those who had Lou wears tidy whities in the pool, you are a winner. Dave.
Dave's not here, man. I'm not allowed to like this because it's mentioned the devil and hell and all that sort of stuff, and I get accused enough of being the devil worshipper here. I liked it. I don't know what Louis talking about.
I just have a question. What the fuck is it going to take for anybody who came out after 1975 that's not named The Warning to fucking impress you?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
Motherfucker, I love lots of stuff. Wasp, Twisted Sister, later AC/DC in the 80s, Cinderella, Poison. I love a lot of all that stuff, I'm just saying, this song is good. There's nothing wrong with it as far as the structure goes, but it doesn't bring me any breath of fresh air at this point.
Well, this
It's
will
funny.
give Darren.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
he says good, but then says everything that's not good.
Yeah. He's like that guy who insults you, but then fucking says something nice on his way as he's walking away. It's amazing. This will bring great satisfaction to Darren. What a fucking find. If the rest of their shit is anywhere near this, I will be fucking getting this shit post haste. This is how a band should look. This is how a band should sound. Fire. This is fucking what I'm looking for. There's harmony. There's power. There's a killer guitar riff. Already, 30, 40 seconds in, this is better than anything I've ever heard in its entirety by Muse. All right? Fuck Muse. Fuck horrible, droney grunge singers. Listen to stuff like this. And if you can't find it, there's plenty of shit from the past that you can go check out. Let's go ahead and get back to this.
Licking her fingertips, but there's blood on her lips. Covers my eyes with a veil, I'm losing my mind, yeah. In a satin little dress, and her hands on my chest. Feel a blaze in his eyes, she knows love is blind, yeah. A moment of paradise set aflame. She cries out my name. Laughing like a lord of the underworld. Loving me so pretty, put me in the dirt. I knew the devil is a woman. Whoa. Telling me to lies with her icy spell. Promising me heaven, but I go to hell. I knew the devil is a woman.
Wow, even complete with some satanic Mr. Roboto in that song. That, you know, where you could hear music that sounds just like this type of music? I have it on the channel. It's on this awesome, very little known album called Built to Perform. It's by some artist called Rob Father. Fucking, this is very similar to the song structure and sound on that. What a fantastic fucking song, Darren.
Yeah, I'm totally impressed with this song. Again, this is the kind of stuff that I mean, similar to the stuff that I grew up on. It's got that power, still has harmony in it. You can understand what the fuck he's saying. It's not, I mean, I'm hoping that this isn't a one-off. Like I said, I haven't listened to the other stuff, so I'm hoping that it continues to be like this. Because then, yes, I will have something to look forward to. As far as
me too, I'm hoping this, like you said, isn't a fucking one-off, because Jesus Christ, I'm sold. And what I love doing these non-live videos, as much as I love, you know, getting shit from all the commenters and viewers, now I can appropriately make the thumbnail, because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I wasn't sure how many videos, who was going to be on it. Now I can at least theme it appropriately. Down Under Dave, what'd you think of the overall product? Yeah,
I like the fact that Devil Woman looks pretty good to me. Like,
hell yeah.
I'm thinking, well, maybe going down isn't such a bad thing. I mean,
I was a
in
little
a non-sexual way.
I was a little concerned when the video started, because from a pulled back view of the singer,
you thought it was him.
I don't know if it's his wig or if it's his real hair, but it kind of looked like Iggy Stardust, right? I was like, uh-oh, what are we about to see? But I
think she's mixed messages there, though, because she's got the horns, but she's got the cross earring. So
correct, yeah.
You know, she's
Vake will hate this song, by the way.
Hedging her bets a little bit, but I think terrific. I don't know what Louis talking about. I enjoyed that, so I'm like with Darren. I hope the rest of it's like that, because if it is, it could be a good ride.
All right, well, Mr. Wasserman, you're up.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
I'll say there's one nice thing. It is the best song of the night so far.
Oh, that's not hard to beat.
The second thing is, I think the singer sounds like Chris Jericho.
What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying, that's who I'm saying this guy reminds me of somebody, and I think it's Chris Jericho. Like
there's worse people to be compared to.
So we just got to see if the next song or the next 2 or 3, whatever we're going to cover.
All right. Well,
what we're going to do is where I'm going to say my high praises.
Well, I'm going to add one to the mix, but not until we see at least one more from this band. So, Darren, is it going to be raised? Go ahead, Dave.
I said this last night, but I'll say it again today. I might slip one in after as well.
You might what?
I might slip one in as well.
Oh, I just want to say...
Absolutely. I think you were to slip on in. I'm like, dude, I'm not even lubed up yet. What the fuck?
I just want to say one thing.
So I can.
You guys want to rag on Ron Wasserman because what he does for work or whatever his business. But let me just say this: this dude makes a fucking keyboard sound like a rock band, as opposed to other people that play keyboards make it sound like a keyboard. He should get praised just for that. Thank you.
I will say, Lou, you can unclench. I have nothing against Ron Wasserman. I just know it gets your ass hairs up. So I use it against you.
All right.
I see them going up right now.
I better shave my.
All right, so Darren, one more at least from Kissin' Time. My Monster or Raise Your Glass, not to be confused with Raise Your Glasses from was it Pink?
Pink. Or didn't Kiss have one off of one too?
Yes, correct. But this is just Raise Your Glass, singular. So they don't want anybody else to raise their glass, just them.
Well, that's fair enough.
So
You not only have one drink.
Again, I don't know.
I'm not going to say we're not going to do them both. I just want to know which one's next.
I haven't listened to either of them, so do Raise Your Glass.
All right, here we go.
This is nothing, yeah, after all. Whoa.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Hey, man.
What you singing? I just had this crazy good idea. A song called Not the End of the Road. Believe me, this one's gonna be a huge major hit one time.
Okay, probably.
What?
I mean, it sounds.
Don't you like it or what?
It sounds like it's never gonna happen.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Remember how it started? We pimped our rusty cars, sneaking away at midnight. Hell yeah, the world was ours. We sat around the campfire, coughing at cigarettes, and Jimmy played the six-string man I won't forget. Raise your glass to the memories that we shared, resonated in each song, and the crowd still sings along. Raise it high till the roller coaster ride. Our journey carries on, and the best is yet to come. Here's to every single moment, raise your glass.
All right. I will say the verse started off a little generic, but man, the chorus fucking won me over already. Lou.
This gets Louis' stamp of approval for an awesome
Yeah.
song. Now this is really good shit, man. This is the song you introduced this band with. Okay, this
It's
is
tough
really
when
good.
nobody else when none of us know it, right? I said
just
I
saying.
listened to part of that first song and then picked two other names and
Yeah,
sent
this
IDs
one
to
is
them.
really good. I love the way the verses are sung, the chorus. It's melodic, it's energetic, it's everything that Louis was looking for to get his socks knocked off.
You better put some on so they can get knocked off.
Jesus.
All right, down under.
Were those as hairy as your palm?
No, they're not hairy at all. Neither is my palm.
Okay, Dave.
Oh, I don't know how to follow that up. I'm going to disagree with Lou because I still think the first song was better.
So do I so far. So far, so do I, but I like them both.
Sorry, Lou, but the first song's better. This one's okay. Bit like you said, I didn't start off great, but it's getting better. So that's
where I was too. I was a little shocked when Louis said the verses didn't bother him. I mean, it didn't bother me, but it was like, okay, this maybe they're not as epic within that chorus. They remind me a lot of. I'll think of it. Darren, go ahead.
he reminds me of someone, but I can't pick him.
Yeah, I've been trying to place it too. I haven't listened to a lot of Fuzzy or anything else Jericho's done. What, Quarantine? Is that the other one?
Ozzy.
Yeah, I said Fozzy in Quarantine. Is that the other one that he was in?
You said Fuzzy. But yes, Quarantine.
Fozzy, sorry. But it's good. I like it. I do like the first one a touch better. Yes, I do agree with the other two gentlemen who said it didn't start off strong, but that chorus really picks up. It reminds me of everything that we used to do as a kid, Rob. You talked about sitting around the campfire and sneaking out late at night. So I can definitely relate to all that kind of stuff. So far, so good. We're a song and a half or a song and a quarter in, and I'm really liking these guys.
I think I got great headphones because that song started great right from the very beginning. Boom, right in. Great.
Okay. So I think the band I am thinking of, it's another modern band. Nah, that's not it either. Yeah, fuck it. Not a big deal. All right. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Car was packed with stage gear. We only had one goal. Driving to every gym there to bring back rock and roll. Radio on high volume. They played a favorite song. We never stop believing. Look where we've come. Raise your glass to the memories that we shared. Resonated in each song, and the crowd still sings along. You've been at our side. Oh, this is not the end. We won't forget these days, my friends. So raise your glass to the memories that we shared, resonated in each song, and the crowd still sings along. Raise it high to the roller coaster ride. Our journey carries on, and the best is yet to come. Here's to every single moment, to every single moment. Raise your glass.
Was there a freeze
Okay, did
up
that
for
do a
everybody?
weird? Yeah, I was just asking. I was going to ask you guys. Did it like
Yeah,
chop the hell
it
and
froze up and got
Yep.
choppy and all that. So that's a technical issue, and I'm not going to fault the band or the song for that at all.
No, that was the
I'm
band's fault.
going to have to. Whatever's coming up next is really going to have to blow me away because I'm putting my vote already for this song as best song of the night and possibly better than the other songs coming up. It's really going to be a real head trip to hear something better than that tonight.
Okay, Dave.
Yeah, well, I don't give my vote to this one. I give it to the previous one.
Yeah,
But I did like this one. I'm not into the senseless vandalism though. That's a bit over the top. It definitely poppier than the last one. So you could definitely see it be a more radio friendly tune. But yeah, it was still good, but not as good, I don't think, as the first.
Dayron.
Yeah, I do agree with that last statement from David. It's a little bit more poppier, but I don't want to use that against it. I liked it. Again, that first one we listened to, I think, in my opinion, was a bit better, and it's obviously both of these bury the stuff that we heard from Muse. So anything that's coming up after this, even if it's another one from this band or anything else that Rob you have or Dave that you're going to do, it's going to be tough to beat anything that we've heard from Kissin Dynamite so far.
Okay, he kind of reminds me of when he had hair, Ricky Rocket mixed with the early edition of the singer in his early days of Soul Asylum, the hairdo.
Okay. Definitely get the Ricky Rocket reference.
Yeah,
I'd have to go back and take a look at
maybe I'm thinking wrong, but I swear to God, the singer of Soul Asylum, when Black Gold came out, kind of had that spiky.
Yes,
look.
he did. Yep.
Well, he kind of looks like Axl Rose from the
When he used to tease his hair up.
Jungle. Welcome to the Jungle video.
I was going to say, if anybody likes this kind of chorus, which I love, the band I was thinking of is a relatively modern band called Eclipse. I did them on Victory Cast quite a bit, and they have these big gang chorus, gang vocal choruses like this. I thought this is a great song. I'm in Dave's camp, though. The first one simply fucking blew my metaphorical socks off. This was just a really good song that I definitely would listen to again. But if I had to choose, the first one for me is the standout so far. Let's mix it up. We'll go back to these guys. I don't have a time limit. Time limits are for pussies. Dave, why don't you throw something in the mix?
So I was going to throw the Hindley Street Country Club band in.
Okay.
Now, I want to play the one that they do, and more to get the other fellas'
The other guys' reactions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't say a word then. Just go ahead and let them judge without influence. Not that they give a fuck what I think anyway, but Darren, he might say the opposite just based on my opinion. So we'll just not say nothing.
It's been known to happen.
All right. So this is the Hindley Street Country Club band. They're a cover band here in Adelaide. They've actually become quite famous in the US as well. They did a tour over there this last year. and this is a cover of a Kiss song off the Dynasty album. So here we go.
Dynasty with an I?
You gonna start in the middle then, or? You notice he's wearing the shirt of the only member that matters, right? All right,
Exactly right.
I've been up and down, I've been all around. I was mystified, almost terrified. But late at night, I still hear you call my name. I've been on my own, I've been all alone. I was hypnotized, I felt paralyzed. But late at night, I still want you just to say. I've been a gambler, but I'm nobody's fool. And I sure know something, sure know something. You showed me things they never told me in school. And I sure know something, sure know something. No one can make me feel the way that you do. And I sure know something. Oh.
All right, Picky Pants.
Is it better than Ron Wasserman?
No, nothing's better than him. You should have just asked, is it better than Kiss? In a way, yeah, it is better than Kiss because it's got a unique approach to it. I don't know what to really say. It's like I'm enjoying the take to a certain point, but then again, I'm not crazy about that song to begin with. I used to love it a lot when I was younger, but I just don't like it as like at that point anymore. It wouldn't be on a Kiss playlist for me. But I don't know. It's like I like the idea of it being different. That's all I can say for now.
Darren.
I think he sounds better than Paul Stanley.
Probably does now.
I had to say that to get to try to get your ass hairs up. No, okay. So first off, I've never heard anything from Hindley Street, and so far I'm liking it. I've never heard anybody cover "Sure Know Something," and I like this song. I've always liked this song. Dynasty, however people want to pronounce it, has always been one of my favorite Kiss albums. And I think they're doing a great job. I like that they kind of changed the opening there, a little a cappella stuff going on, which I don't mind. I anytime somebody wants to showcase their voices, I think it's great. So let's hear more because I'm digging it so far.
Yeah, this is about the only one I've really looked at with Hindley Street years ago already, at least 2-3 years ago, and this just blew me away. Like you said, I'd never heard anybody cover this particular Kiss song. And I'm kind of with Lou. I used to really love this song. Now it's just, it is what it is. Kind of a product of overplay, probably. But they do a fantastic job. And I'm curious to see. I have seen other thumbnails, and it looks like the band members change up once in a while because there's different faces on different thumbnails. But from what my understanding, Dave, these are like professional grade studio type musicians. So I don't think they're ever going to do anything in injustice. I am really looking forward to seeing if the viewers want to see more of this, because I love different interpretations of music, especially by professional musicians and not just, some fly by night band. Anyway, Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, well, the ball guy on the bass is always in there. So you'll always see him in there. And they have what I call regular members that switch out for different vocalists. The vocal guy is normally there. They do have another male singer who's got a fantastic voice, and he does Journey songs. So
Whoa, okay, cool.
and one of them does the Boston More Than a Feeling, and we all know
Whoa,
vocal on that.
wow,
That's tough. That's tough.
impressive.
Yes.
So
In
We'll
fact, the
watch
only
that-
time
we'll
I've
watch that
seen that
sometime.
or heard that covered well is Tony Harnell from Sweet or from TNT doing
TNT.
it with Oz
Yeah.
Fox and Michael Sweet from
Michael
Stripe.
Sweet. Yep.
That is, if any of you are interested in covers, they kill that
Hey,
Boston song.
As
It
far
is
as I'm
amazing.
concerned, Tony Harnell, I can listen to him sing all day.
Yeah,
He's one of the few vocalists from any band that I could listen to that man sing all day long.
And for any of you out there taking notes, I did see him about 3 years ago now, and my God, I mean, he even made a joke on stage that if someone had told him he'd still be trying to sing these songs when he's 50
60.
years old, 60 years old, he would have written them differently. But he was still pulling it off. It was amazing. All
I
right,
think
let's
most people who try and cover that song change it up a lot.
You have to.
You have to.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Back to the cover of Sure Know Something by the Hindley Street, right? Hindley
Hindley Street Country Club.
Street Country Club.
I was 17, you were just a dream. I was mesmerized, I felt scared inside. You broke my heart, and I still can feel the pain. I've been counted out, I've had fear and doubt. I've been starry-eyed, never satisfied. 'Cause late at night, I still need you just to say. I've been a gambler, but I'm nobody's fool, and I sure know something, sure know something. You show me things they never told me in school, and I sure know something, sure know something. No one can make me feel the way that you do, and I sure know something. I've been counted out, I've had fear and doubt, I've been starry-eyed, never satisfied. 'Cause late at night, I still need you just to say, I've been a gambler, but I'm nobody's fool, and I sure know something, sure know something. You show me things they never told me in school, and I sure know something, sure know something. No one can make me feel the way that you do. Sure know something, sure know something. No one can tell me till I hear it from you. Sure know something, sure know something. I've been a gambler, but I'm nobody's fool. Sure know something, sure know something. No one can tell me till I hear it from you. Sure know something, sure know
All right, as the authority on Paul Stanley, I will say very fucking well done. And it goes to show you just how fucking powerful Paul Stanley is, because this dude, eyebrows raised, was struggling on notes that Paul would sing with a smile on his face and much higher and much more powerful. But he did it without disgracing it, made it sound great. I'm sure Louis will mention the fact on the harmony part in the middle, they were a little flat on a couple of those ending notes. I noticed that as well. but you're talking about Kiss, for God's sake. Lou. You're muted, Lou.
Did you have to say anything?
I was going to say quite the opposite. I thought his vocal interpretations for some of the melodies of the song were very good.
Yeah, I just said he was good.
I love the way the lead guitar threw in his interpretation, outroing the song. And something about that woman gives this band a Partridge Family vibe with the mom.
That lead guitar outro is not their interpretation. That is done live on Kiss Unplugged.
Is it? I have to rehear that again. It's been a long time.
And I believe they do it on Symphony. Okay,
Best live
Dave.
album ever. Yeah, fantastic job. Like I said, and I'm not just saying that because they're from here, but they are. What a pleasure to hear bongos.
Yeah, I was thinking that when I'm looking at it. Jesus, how cool is that? I mean, that's what I love about these. When you get these studio musicians in there, they add so much more to the composition that it just makes for a whole different experience.
And you can hear them. I could hear them playing in the background there. I think, just a tremendous job. And as I said, I've only watched a few of them, and I've tried not to watch any now because I want to put more in. But I noticed that More Than a Feeling was there, and I thought,
Wow,
they do a good job on that
that is it. The same dude singing that? Do you know?
No, different dude.
Okay, I'm interested. I'm very interested to hear that because that might be one of the most difficult songs I've heard performed. Darren, your thoughts?
No, I mean, you guys have hit the nail on the head. I too also really enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, vocally, I mean, nobody's going to be able to keep up with Paul Stanley, but he does more than an above average job. I think I really enjoyed it. And yes, the studio musicians, I mean, the way that they add different stuff in there. I think the bass player,
Yes.
I think he has a great hairdo, first of all. So I really enjoy the people who rock the same do as I do. But that bass line, I mean, he nailed it. I mean, and it's just as prevalent in this performance as it is on Dynasty. So yeah, I would definitely be interested in hearing more from them. And More Than a Feeling, if the person singing that can pull it off, kudos to him, because Jesus Christ, that the lead singer from Boston before his tragic passing, damn, he had a voice. So,
And another one you really never hear of. Like right now, I couldn't tell you what his name was. So you have to look it up.
Yeah, and I know.
I mean, it should be a household name with the talent he had.
And if I didn't have it, Brad Delp.
Okay, yeah, now it's on the Delp. I remember, yeah.
Delp, yeah.
Obviously, this song went immediately on my YouTube playlist years ago when I found it, and I listened to it many times. And Darren will attest, in a bar, if I hear you playing a Kiss song, motherfucker, if you can't at least replicate it, you better change it to make it respectable, or I am pissed.
Yes.
And these guys did a fantastic job at what would seem like a simple Kiss song, but what people don't realize, any Paul Stanley sung song, especially when you're talking late 70s through the 80s, is not simple to do. He has got that range that is effortless, and when other people try it, they really strain. And when it's not like you're listening to Nitro or Steelheart, you're thinking this can't be hard. It is extremely hard.
Do you want to hear More Than a Feeling?
If you got it, hell yeah.
I got it. I just hope they do a good job now.
He better bring it.
Yeah, oh, please don't let me down now, please.
This morning and the sun was gone. I turned on some
All right, Darren.
So that first big note he missed. So I mean, God help him for trying. This is what I was, what we were all talking about. Brad Delp, that's a tough pull. I don't know if I've, other than that song from Tony Harnell, I'm not sure if I've heard anybody else pull it off. Now the chorus isn't bad. He redeems himself in the chorus. I don't think this guy has as good a voice as the guy who did Sure Know Something. And again, it's one song versus the other, so it's not necessarily the fairest of comparisons, but I do like the other guy's voice better. Overall, B, I mean, it's pretty good. Again, he missed that first big note, but again, I wouldn't expect too many people to hit it. But overall, I'm still enjoying it.
Down Under.
I wouldn't try and hit it for $1 million because I'd have to have something so large stuck up my ass to get that high. Yeah, look, didn't do a great job on that first one. Hopefully the vocal warms up and he does better. But musically, I think it's really well done.
Oh yeah,
I do like those. What do they call those chimes when they start off?
It's almost like the wind chime type thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Captain Lou.
Yeah, this is a song I never really cared for.
Oh my
I think Boston has so much bigger and better stuff. But this is their most famous song. And I like the instrumentals. I prefer the Boston guy's voice over this guy's voice. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah, but I prefer Paul Stanley's voice over the other guy's voice too. But
Yeah, I'm not going to trash this guy because he's not killing it. I mean, in a bad way. He's not killing it in a good way either.
He's serviceable.
Yes. It's listenable. I think what I'm noticing right away, and maybe he converts a little later on. This guy has very little head voice, or he's choosing not to use it. This is coming from the sternum. This is coming from the throat. And when you want that resonating tone to just blare, that's head voice. And trust me, when you learn head voice, you will fall down, dizziness. It's an incredible feat to be able to perfect with power and sustainability. And that's what you're going to need. That's what you're going to need.
All about how to give good head. Rob.
Yeah, I do. I know great deal about that. But yeah, if you're going to do, the Boston guy, Tony Harnell, some of these real high vocalists, you need that head voice. It's about more than the diaphragm. But again, not terrible and musically very good.
Should we ask Darren how he knows that you give good head?
Rob has instructional videos out there.
I do. Several.
You've watched them?
No.
All right, let's see if he picks it up.
So many people have come and gone. Their faces fade as the years go by. Yet I still recall as I wandered on. As clear as the sun in the summer sky.
Yeah, in fact, you can see it on his face. He's pulling from the diaphragm and the throat, and that's his biggest mistake when it comes to notes that high. But again, he's not, it doesn't sound like an animal dying. I mean, it's just, you can definitely tell he's out of his element.
some music, forget the day, and dream of a girl I used to know. She closed her eyes and I slipped away. She slipped away.
Okay, help me out. You guys notice how off key that last note sounded? Why
Man,
do
that is
people?
step in the same.
Yeah, it's like they go down instead of up. I don't know, and I noticed they did that on Sure Know Something during the I don't like that. I don't. That's like drop D tuning on a guitar to me. It's just bad on my ears. It sounds out of tune, and I know it's just a progression choice, but it sounds like they missed it. But this guy, other than when he's trying to hit the high notes, sounds fantastic for this song. The harmony's amazing. The guitar playing, everything was really good. I will say that guitar player at the end needs to get Jelly Roll's diet. Did you guys see how much weight that guy lost? He's almost unrecognizable.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing and good for him. Okay, Lou.
It's pretty much the same as it was in the first half. I noticed, like I say, when he has to hit the high notes, he can't make it, and the band has to step in vocally to save that sound. I was hoping the song would end on the strong, heavy part, but it does remind me when they went back to ending with the soft part, like it starts off a lot like the way Fractured Mirror starts off with the slow, easy guitars, and it fades out with slow, easy guitar, and that's the comparison I'm making. But it was okay. I mean, I'm not going to praise the song or this interpretation of the song. It was okay.
Okay, Down Under.
So much hate for such a classic song.
I didn't hate it.
No, not you, him.
Oh,
He said you don't like the song.
In
It should be
comparison, look,
off the show.
compared to bad songs, it's a very good song. Compared to other Boston songs, it's not that good.
It's like saying to a girl, compared to ugly people, you're quite good looking.
Yes.
Oh, thanks. I think. I think they did a pretty good job. Like I said, it's not an easy song to sing.
no.
I would have passed out trying to do that. Not that one note you did at the end there. But, the bigger guy is actually he's been around for quite a while. He's quite young, but he's quite a famous blues guitar player here.
Okay.
And the lead guitar player with the beautiful white Gibson, because I just think those white Gibsons look fantastic. He's actually the leader of a cover band here called the Zepp Boys, which
I think I've heard of them.
A Led Zeppelin cover band.
Yeah. Okay. I know, Darren. It's hard to listen to, but yeah. Okay, Darren. More than a
They do it
feeling.
better.
Okay, first off, again, I think I've always loved the song More Than a Feeling. It's an iconic, great tune. You know, Boston, very good band. And when I found out they only had like 6 studio albums over 40 years, I was blown away. And yeah, a lot of that has to do with Delp's passing, but even between their first and second album, there was a long.
Actually, I watched this video that I guess it's that Delp guy, whatever. He pretty much made that entire first Boston album all by himself. and he had to hire people to be the band to tour.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
Yeah, well, Ghost does that.
So yeah, I'm trying to see how many years were in between those first 6 years between their first and second albums, right? So
The first year that came out was 77, the first album?
Probably
76.
76.
right.
Okay. So back then, that was a long time in between albums, people, because
Yes.
bands would put 1-2 out a year in the 70s.
But they, again, musically, they pulled it off. I thought it was very good. Strong musicians. Yeah. Again, this guy, I think, has a good voice, and he can hit some of those high notes. Again, later on in the song, there were areas where he did a much better job, but you almost have to have a testicle or both of them removed in order to hit some of those notes. I mean, Lewis, how high can you sing?
High voice is gone.
So
I used to emulate Paul Stanley's "Tonight You Belong to Me" perfectly when I was 18 years old.
but now that your balls touch the toilet water, you can't hit
Yeah,
those.
I can't do that anymore. There's no more Paul Stanley high voice with me.
So you're telling me he's got his left nut floating at this very point in time?
Yes. No, again,
Can't be if I didn't have my sweats on.
tough to pull off. They did a decent enough job, at least so far. Hindley Street Country Club Band. I want to hear more, so keep them coming, Dave.
No worries.
All right. So let's keep it to 3 bands then. Let's go back one more time to Kissin Dynamite, if you want to remove yours, Dave.
Oh, gee, someone needs to say that all the time on Backtrack.
And this is called My Monster.
Caught my mind. Discomfort eclipses the light. Something is on its way. Cold sweat, the palms of my hands getting wet. A shiver runs down from my neck. Predators overtake. Pulses racing fast as I lose control. The adrenaline kicks in. All my life I've been running away from the monster. A monster in me. Though I try, I just cannot escape from the monster. The monster haunts me. I'm running, but I feel the monster coming. I'm running from the monster.
Okay, Dayron.
Well, this might be the first chink in the armor, Ted. I mean, it's not a bad song. It's different than the others as far as I think it's more conceptually different, right? It still has those rock elements. It's still a very good, hard tune, hard beat. But this one misses a little bit for me. Like I said, it's not bad. And I'm comparing it to the other two we've already heard, and that's probably its downfall.
Well, that's kind of why I wanted to space it out, but yeah, it's still fresh in the memory.
So it's still good, but and maybe it gets better. But again, the opening verse wasn't as strong. The chorus still has the harmonies. So I mean, it still has some definite good parts to it. But this is the weaker of the 3 tunes.
Down Under.
Yeah, it lacks the fizz factor that the first one gave you, and it's definitely not as good as the second one. Yeah, I don't know. This one's a bit more generic to me. I did like the opening sequence when obviously Louis had come and opened up the raincoat in front of that woman,
Jesus out of her, yeah.
and she goes, "Ah! Look at that scrotum!
Okay,
It's hitting
Lou.
the floor."
Yeah, see, I was a stuntman for that video. I said, Louis, show that lady your tests. And she could scream for real in horror. Yeah, I mean, I thought the song was going to have some promise to it because of the energy, but it just didn't land in the right spot. And when this is all over, I got to listen to that first song again because I'm still standing my ground that I think their second song was much better because it just had something more vibrant to it than the first one did.
It's okay to be wrong, Louis.
Yeah, no, it's not okay for you to be wrong. Okay? And you know you guys are. Second song's the champ of the night so far.
All right. I'm going to agree with Dave.
That band did.
That's the first thing that came to my mind with this one was this is like a generic filler on an album. So choosing it to be released, I don't know what that says about the rest of the album. Hopefully it was just a bad choice. God knows Warning made plenty of them on that last album with their choices of releases. But I don't think I would dig further into the band if this was the first song I heard, because not that it's bad, but this reminds me of every other band who's come along trying to tap into that 80s formula. They overdo the keyboards, which they do in this song. It's overly prevalent. And the verses, kind of like the second song, just leave you like thinking, really, this is it? And then the chorus manages to save the day in the second song. In this song, the chorus is decent, but nothing in this song would have propelled me to go and find or compelled me to find more from the band. Luckily, I heard the other two first, so I will still do a deep dive. But, hey, maybe it picks up. It's not terrible. It just is not matching up well with their other two. Here we go.
I can't lift my feet from the ground. The demons have tackled me down. I've given up long ago. So strange, I built my own prison and cage. I know that I'm digging my grave. The echo's going on. Pulse is racing fast as I lose control. The adrenaline kicks in. All my life I've been running away from a monster in me. Though I try, I just cannot escape from the monster. The monster haunts me. I'm running, but I feel the monster coming. I'm running.
Okay. Yeah. The solo, cool, but kind of didn't fit. Was kind of choppy. Was kind of a distraction. But from the solo on, it's a good song, which tells me the verse is what killed this song for me, or the verse says. I think sometimes bands get caught up with storytelling or trying to tell stories with their words and don't realize the verse needs to be just as cadence heavy and singable and memorable as a chorus. That's how you make the perfect song. If the verse is just something to get you to the chorus, me and Dave have said before, the chorus is the most important part of the song, obviously, because at the end of the day, that's what people are singing in, their car or whatever. But if the verse bores you to the point where you don't get to the chorus, that could present a problem. Lou.
Muted.
Nothing's changed for me. I still feel the same way about the song I did when it started off. Kind of still stayed that way. So there's nothing special about the song. I just have a question. Dave, do you have access to a song by the Muse that represents them in a good way? That you can stand behind and say, this is the song you should hear.
I'll next show I'll put one up.
Okay.
Sorry, Rob.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll listen to anything. I don't give a shit. Your take, Dave. Final product.
Yeah, look, I think that I don't like the way he sings the verse. I think is the problem.
Yeah.
In that sort of half talking. I think his voice sounds better when he gets into it. The guitar solo, we've talked about this before, just seemed unnecessary, didn't really add to the song. And the breakdown near the end, I don't think the song had enough momentum to warrant having a breakdown anyway. So they should have just kept it going and tried to build momentum in it. So.
And I think what would have helped with that breakdown, if that solo, Tom Criz, if you're watching, who knows his nothing, if that solo would have sung the chorus instead of just been like it almost sounded like a Steve Stevens Moni type look at me show off solo, even though it wasn't that elaborate. If that would have just sung the melody of the chorus, I think that breakdown would have landed better. Darren.
Yeah, I think for me, the song picked up a little bit in the second half. I still think this guy has a great voice.
Yes.
And I didn't really care for the verses as much as I did for the chorus. But I think Sammy Hagar helped write the song.
Yeah, actually, he did, because I've heard him do this one.
So,
if that's over your head out there, people, you just need to watch Tunes Brothers. A lot of inside jokes.
But overall, not as good as the first two, but this, again, like you said, Rob, it's not going to stop me from seeking out more from this band. But I don't know how much more we want to bring to the hard truth. So I don't know how much I should.
We're not gonna overly focus consecutively, but keep bringing them. If you find stuff, I have no problem with repeat bands, especially when they're good bands. I mean, good music's good music. But we'll definitely, we're gonna keep throwing Hindley Street in there. Of course, now Louis is gonna subject us to more Muse. But that's all right. We'll mix it in with other fresh stuff. That's the great thing about this versus the other reaction channels where you sit down and wait, anticipate their next reaction for one song and a 4-minute video. You get 2 hours with us running our mouths. So it gives you time to kill. It's just an event.
And I have a couple more for next time from different.
Beautiful.
Gives you more time to haters.
Yes. You get more of a justified opinion on why we're douchebags. Yeah.
Drug out douchebags.
All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
That is all.
You got nothing left?
No. I do, but I just figure at this point I'll save it.
All right.
Why, you want me to do another one?
Yeah, I want to hear one more, anything just to.
Okay.
I think, 'cause I don't like us ending our show on that song.
All right.
Yeah, but you got no guarantee that the next song will be any better.
Well, that's it. It's like, sometimes like my brother and I, we get together to watch certain TV shows he picked from the past and shows we never seen. And sometimes we go, oh, man, that episode really sucked. Let's see what the next one's like, just to see if it makes up for it.
So we're still here in 5 hours because we haven't found the next song.
No, the next song is the final one. That's it.
Well, here's the one I actually wanted to do the show after in the first place.
There you go.
I have not heard this, but it looked cool. And the few seconds I heard sounded like it was up our alley. This is from an artist called Dan Byrne, Byrne. Could be Byrne, could be Byrne. I don't know.
Byrne.
Says swept in off of the Mercy, and that's Mersey, announcing himself as a solo artist in 2023. Powerhouse soul-infected vocal and deftly executed yet hugely accessible songcraft has quickly marketed him out as an artist on the rise. Blending contemporary edge with classic influence, his music is powerful, honest, and deeply emotive. So, they always have a tendency to overblow it, so everything's a fucking disappointment. But we're going to give it a shot. This is Dan Byrne, called Savior.
Different drug, another kind of love, another kind of pain. I made my way to the top, and now I'm all out of luck, and now I'm all out of hate. Red lights, you'll be fine, meet you on the other side. I'm a damaged case. Also rock and roll, we could be so beautiful if you just call my name. 'Cause I will be your savior, but I can take you high. Yeah, I'll drag you through hell just to make you feel alive. So throw your matches and light it up. Feel your fire, baby, we're born to run. 'Cause I will be your savior. I don't wanna be your, don't wanna be your, I don't wanna be your, don't wanna be your, I don't wanna be your, don't wanna be your, I don't wanna be your. Let's chase a different.
Wow, not at all what I was expecting. I will say the first thing I noticed is someone's playing an Iceman, Paul Stanley's signature guitar in that video. Lou.
Well, I'm not crazy about the song, but at least it's a better note than the previous song.
Jesus Christ, you're like a woman. You're so hard to fucking please.
No, because I told you the song that I liked.
Mhm.
You know, I'm the Lone Ranger picking that song to be the best, but at least I mentioned something that pleased me. All right,
Yes,
so I'm not like a woman.
Thank you for that too, because I didn't think that was ever going to happen. All right, Dave, what'd you think so far?
Well, no woman's ever met me that wasn't pleased, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Pleased when you left, but
No, definitely not. That's why I'm down under Dave.
There you go.
It's not just there for show, you know. Yeah, it's all right. I think we need to listen to it a bit more. It hasn't grabbed me yet. But yeah, and from your description, that's not what I was expecting.
No, me either. And I only listened literally like a few seconds to make sure it wasn't death metal. That's usually all I do. Darren.
yeah. So for me, not bad so far. I think I've heard of this guy because I think he's done something with Danny Vaughn or Ty Ketto.
Okay.
So I think I've heard the name. I haven't heard any. I'm pretty sure I haven't heard anything from him individually. But again, like Dave said, it hasn't necessarily grabbed me yet. It's not bad. I want to hear more to get a better opinion.
Yeah. So far, kind of a theme so far. It's another one where the chorus is what gets me, and the verse is kind of like, what is this? What am I listening to? Big voice on the chorus. I like the little sing-along thing at the end. Little premature. That's usually something to say for the middle of a song. But yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. It's really not my cup of tea yet, but we'll give it a shot.
High, you roll a loaded dice, kiss the hand of fate. We're on a different track, now there's no way back. We've come from hell to here. Sweet simple in, this is where the show begins. Just don't look away. Dead eyes, black eyes, meet you in another life. You know you can't be saved. 'Cause I will be your savior.
Okay, so apparently this is a big deal. He toured UK and spent a lot, 25 weeks on their leading rock stations playlist.
He it looks like he supported or he opened for the Dead Daisies on their UK tour. And the Dead Daisies are John Corabi's current band.
And I'm assuming he's American. I didn't find it
He's
right.
not.
No,
He's
Liverpool.
He's a Brit.
Okay.
He's from Liverpool.
This reminds me of everything that American rock has sounded like for the last 20 years. Not bad, not great. They seem to try to skate the line between grunge and heavy power metal, finding a niche in between. I don't know if that's classified new metal or not, but it kind of, every band, well, not bad, just kind of sounds the same. Nothing's memorable for me, but go ahead, Darren.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. But I don't think he has a bad voice.
No, when he's power on that chorus, he's got a damn good voice.
So again, this is something that I mean, he's got some stuff on Spotify. Yes, Savior is his newest single. So I'll give more of it a listen. Again, Savior must be like brand spanking new.
Yes.
Because it doesn't have
It was like a couple days ago.
Yeah, it doesn't have a ton of listens on Spotify yet. His stuff from it looks like an earlier album, maybe an EP, has many more listens. It's from his 2023 EP called Beginnings, I believe. Definitely has more listens. So I'll check out more to see what it sounds like, but because it's not completely off-putting. But again, I agree with you that it definitely sounds familiar enough where it's nothing new.
Yeah. Dave.
Yeah, because it says in his bio he's blues rock. I can't hear any blues.
No.
Yeah, not in that
whatsoever. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what else he's got. But yeah, it's just it's just something you've heard before. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily turn it off if it was on. But once again, it's not something I would go out and go, I've got to listen to that. So yeah, it just sits in that. It's what I call a comfortable listen.
All right, Lou.
Rip into it, Lou.
You guys summed it up. It's nothing special. I don't. What you read about him and the delivery of this song just didn't match up for me. And I think this is the perfect way to end the show with what you intended to got us on air for this thing in the first place. So I'm not going to say anything more than that. You guys already know what I picked for the best song of the night. And
well, I think that makes all of us, we may have not have picked the same one, but I think we all say that Kissin Dynamite is the winner tonight.
Yeah, definitely the winner of the night of that band. And you three had the first song they did, and I had the second one they did.
And the second one was a phenomenal song as well.
Yes.
The third one was just kind of generic, but by our standards with these new artists, and of course, Hindley Street, not a new artist and not doing a new song, doesn't qualify in this statement. But usually when we do this, it's a shit show from top to bottom. So at least we had a couple of nuggets.
I think the last one we did was all right, though.
The last one was really good, and I don't remember anymore. It's been so long, and that's going to stop. We're going to start doing this once a week for Hard Truth. Anyway, Tuesday we have what, Dave?
The 80s triple track metal.
Triple track, yes. So as soon as I get time tonight or tomorrow, I will put together a playlist on YouTube, maybe Spotify as well. Link both of them in the post section. For those of you new here, you need to live in the post section, because anything coming up, if you don't want to be blindsided, if you don't want to know what we're not talking about because you don't know the band, I have links to where you can simply click it and just listen. So you can know what's going on, you can see what's coming up, and until next time, thanks for watching.